Today we are going to go through the process of entering timesheets. Adding a timesheet is useful for entering leave hours such as sick time, vacation, holidays, or official university closure time. You cannot add time worked using this method, only leave. From the web clock homepage, we will select the timesheet entry button. The single timesheet method allows us to add a single timesheet and is helpful for a single day of leave. The multiple timesheet method allows us to add multiple timesheets for each day of the selected week and is useful for entering leave with a duration of more than one day, such as a week of vacation or Christmas break. Right now we will select single entry and the timesheet entry screen will appear. From here we can adjust the date, time, and hours to reflect the amount of leave used. For this example, we are going to say that we were out sick on Monday. Then click in the time field. And we will put in the time we are usually scheduled to arrive at work. So let's say we usually get there at 8 a.m. So we will type 8:00 a.m. Or we can simply click on the clock icon and select 8 a.m. and Time Clock Plus will fill in the box for us. For this example, we usually work a total of 7.5 hours. So we will double click in the hours field and type 7:30. It is important to note that Time Clock Plus requires us to enter this as 7 hours and 30 minutes instead of putting 7.5 hours like we did in the old system. We will then select the job code that corresponds to the description of the leave used, such as sick time, vacation time, or jury duty. For this example, we will complete an entry to demonstrate that we were sick. We will add a note saying that we were sick, and it applies to self, instead of taking sick for a child or parent. We will then click Add and see that our time has appeared in the timesheet entry. If we need to add another entry, we will select Add New Record. For this example, we will say that we had to go to the doctor on Tuesday, so we will select that date. Then let's say that we worked for part of the day on Tuesday and then went to the doctor that afternoon, but we forgot what time we clocked out. So we will click on View Hours and see that we clocked out at 2:02 p.m. We will click Close and enter 2:03 p.m. in the time field because the start of our sick time is after we have clocked out. Then, if we usually work 7.5 hours, we will enter 2 hours to reach our total for the day, since we had already worked 5.5 hours before leaving. We will select sick time and then enter the note doctor to show that we went to the doctor. Click Add and see that our time has shown up in the timesheet entry. Also note that you can click Edit and edit an entry if you make a mistake. Since we have no more entries, we will click Save and OK. If we need to enter leave for a long period of time, say we were planning to go on vacation the week of July 4th, we would go to the home page of the web clock, select Timesheet Entry, and Multiple Entry Timesheet. We will choose the dates we will take for vacation from the Week of drop-down box. The anchor time is our normal start time, so we will put in 8 a.m. And then we will select vacation for the top line. Then enter the amount of hours we usually work under the appropriate day. So we usually work a 7.5 hour workday. So we will put 7:30 under Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then we will go down to the next line and select holiday. And put 7:30 for Friday since this is the 4th of July, an official Samford holiday. Once we have finished putting in our time for this period, we will hit Save and OK. We will now need to go in and approve our times that we have added. So we will click View, View, and Hours. Then see that our timesheet hours have been added. We will approve these. And we can also go ahead and approve the vacation time that we entered in for the week of July 4th. So we will hit the forward arrow and approve these times. You can enter and approve scheduled vacation in advance for any period that is open in Time Clock Plus. When reviewing hours, we should also look at the total of hours worked in a week to make sure that it matches up with our expected hours. For example, if we usually work a 7.5-hour week, but see that we only have 30 hours, then we may have forgotten to enter in a day of leave. If that is the case, then we will close out the View Hours, click on the Timesheet Entry, Single Entry, and then let's say we forgot to enter in that we were out sick on Wednesday. Select Wednesday, then put in our normal arrival time, our normal hours worked. Once again, we took sick time, but this time we were out because our child was sick. So we put sick child, add, save, and OK. We must now go in and approve this time. So select View, View, Hours, and approve the time. This concludes the instructions on entering timesheets for leave.